Shalom. I wanted to get on here. I know if you're checking this out live, we are slightly premature, but I wanted to get this in before I pass out for the evening. So the day that we are moving into, the day that we're moving into when the sun goes down is day 22. We'll be dealing with the first day of the fourth week, day 22. Which is the week we'll be dealing with Netzach. Netzach is a word that means ever, perpetual. It can mean the goal. It can mean the bright object in the distance that you're traveling towards, which gives you the idea of the goal. Also, when you think about the idea of experiencing the bright object in the distance that you're traveling towards, when you're going through that, when you're traveling towards that bright object in the distance, to get there, it takes endurance, right? So endurance is the thing that I wanted to deal with, this idea of endurance. There is a goal. I see it in the distance, and I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. This task is going to be realized. I see the finish line, and I am going to make it. I think that this first day, the first day that we're moving into again would be Chesed. So it's Chesed Sheva Netzach, or the mercy or faithfulness in endurance. So dealing with the Chesed aspect of it, when you think about Chesed, there is in fact steadfastness in mercy, because it's a thing that's not related to what is deserved, but is decided by the giver, right? So if I make a decision that I'm going to do something for you, I've made that decision ahead of time. So regardless of what you bring to the situation, I'm going to stand in the thing that I said that I was going to do, right? So there's steadfastness involved in Chesed, which could give us the idea of faithfulness. Faithfulness. I've made a choice, a decision to stand fast in a particular way, and I'm going to do this. So again, on this first day, I'm thinking about faithfulness. I'm thinking about mercy and endurance, which actually all these things are causing me to think about other things, right? Because when we look at, there's a verse in Psalms 33 and 22 where it says, let my mercy, let my chesed, O Yahweh, be upon us according as we hope in thee. Let thy mercy, let thy chesed, O Yahweh, be upon us, according as we hope in thee. So when we think about hope, hope is going to be that that positive expectation of something to come, which is just like the endurance that we were just speaking about in terms of that bright light that we're traveling towards, right? We're talking about hope, right? So this verse says, let thy mercy, let thy chesed be upon us according as we travel forward towards the goal, right? As we travel forward towards the point that we have in our sights that we're traveling towards, let your mercy be upon us, right? So we can see, even from that verse, a connection between, the marriage between mercy and endurance, loving kindness. If we have this loving kindness and we've made this decision to manifest this loving kindness, endurance, it takes endurance for us to, continue in that, right? So this is what we're talking about here in terms of, again, the combination of these two ideas, that faithfulness, that steadfastness, that in netzach, which is that endurance, which we're bringing out the aspect of hope in that endurance, because we're pushing forward, we're moving towards the goal, and we have a positive expectation, at the end of the day. And, that's where we are, right? We understand that we are living out the way that Messiah would have for us to live, because we understand that he, when we do this, is just going to bless us now and in the world to come, right? And we can understand now that when we're able to walk in his ways, that we can indeed reach the goal, because he's going right along with us, right? He's strengthening us as we move forward, right? So as we again move forward into this 22nd day, let us concentrate on these things. Let us concentrate on faithfulness. Let us concentrate on endurance. Let us concentrate on the idea of hope and, realizing the light at the end of the tunnel, and continuing to move forward towards the goal, not stopping until you get there. Okay. Day 22. We're moving into day 22. Okay. Armor count. Shalom.